to XCW Xtra Compilations. I am your host, Fletch, and this is our second episode of Season 2 of XCW Xtra Compilation, and boy, do we have a hell of a night lined up. 5 wonderful, never-before-seen matches are headed your way right now. And we're going to get right into it. Match number 1 of the night has got a triple threat match that's anybody's game. We're talking about the Enforcer, Jayden Tucker, Alex Cardona Thompson, and DJ Wolbert in a triple threat match to kick us off here tonight. And then it doesn't stop there. Match number 2 of the night is going to see an XCW legend, XCW Hall of Famer in his own right, the untamable James Cerebral, going one-on-one with newcomer Jaxsin Law. Let's get right into the action. Gentlemen, triple threat action to start XCW Xtra Compilation Episode 2, Season 2, and we are now being graced in the ring by DJ Wolbert. And we've seen a different side of DJ Wolbert as of late, and he's going up against 2 definitely viable superstars here. Alex Cardona Thompson, one half the XCW Tag Team Champions, and Mr. Money in the Bank. And also the Enforcer, Jayden Tucker, who's made quite the name for himself since splitting with Evan Phoenix last August. And here we go, triple threat. And they're ganging up after the big man, Jayden Tucker first. Smart move by ACT and DJ Wolbert to start this match.
Jayden Tucker, the bigger of the 3 opponents, obviously got the size and weight advantage, especially over a littler guy like DJ Wolbert. But as you see, DJ's not letting that affect him, doing that beautiful corner splash combination, taking Jayden Tucker out of the ring.
Yep, and he took him out of the equation, and now ACT, look at that combination. A nice job by ACT, grounding DJ Wolbert here, and smart of ACT trying to capitalize and go for the pin early, get this win while Jayden Tucker's on the outside of the ring.
Indeed, ACT, smart as ever, even smarter than he was back when he started. You know, he's had that experience, he's had that come up, and he's been a former champion and everything, Mr. Money in the Bank currently.
And you got to hand it to ACT. He is looking great in the early goings of this match. Firmly in control now of DJ Wolbert. Here comes Jayden Tucker now pounding away on the back of the neck of DJ Wolbert. Trying to get a little bit of revenge for those 3 splashes in the corner. And now Jayden Tucker coming in and hard right shots to ACT, and you know they have had quite the history as of late.
Indeed, these two of the core competitors in Field to Fatality at Bulletproof. Obviously, ACT came out on top of that match, but Jayden Tucker's down again after a low blow from ACT, and now DJ Wolbert back to his feet, working on ACT, going for that back center.
Yep, and you know, we've seen ACT go low on Jayden Tucker, all legal in a triple threat match.
Indeed, everything goes.
And now DJ Wolbert gets rid of ACT, and now goes back to work on Jayden Tucker. Smart strategy from all of these men to try to eliminate one person from the equation so that the other one could concentrate on the other one and possibly pick up a win. And nice job there from DJ Wolbert. Could this be enough? If he could get him away from those ropes, could it be enough to put away Jayden Tucker in this match? 1, 2, and smart of Jayden Tucker grabbing the bottom right there.
Indeed, getting that rope break. DJ Wolbert obviously furious at the fact that he got a rope break in a triple threat match, complaining to the referee. You know, no disqualifications. Looks like he's going for a takeover there. Now locks in some kind of rear naked choke, but he didn't keep it locked in. And a running Shiny Wizard?
Yeah, a kick to the face. DJ Wolbert down on Jayden Tucker. He goes for the pin. He doesn't realize ACT is right behind him, breaks up the count, and immediately throws DJ Wolbert to the outside of the ring. Another smart strategy from ACT in this match.
Choking Jayden Tucker in the corner. ACT just using his brilliance here. You know, that Harvard degree coming in handy. Could be looking to go for that face wash, but Jayden Tucker was able to avoid it. Now ACT picking Jayden Tucker up. Going for here. Jayden fighting back.
Oh!
Drops the knee right there in the face of ACT.
Oh my god, I thought that was it. Had DJ not come in, I think that would have been it. A knee to the face of ACT almost cost ACT the match. It almost got a win for the Enforcer. And wait a second, DJ Wolbert is up top now. Both these men are just battling. DJ Wolbert is up high, and a crossbody takes down both men.
Beautiful crossbody from DJ Wolbert there. Now trying to figure out which man he wants to go after next after taking both of his opposers down.
Yeah, DJ Wolbert's got to find a way to capitalize on this and get the W. And it looks like he's got in control of both men right now. What's he set him up for? No way. He's going to do a reverse graveyard condition.
Both men down. Goes in for the cover.
2, 3, there it is. DJ Wolbert found a way to hit the graveyard condition on both men, a double graveyard condition, and it puts away both ACT and Jayden Tucker in this high-octane opening match here on XCW Xtra.
Indeed, Jayden Tucker and ACT just did not have what it took to take out DJ Wolbert. DJ's been on one hell of a hot streak.
Yes, he is. As you know, ladies and gentlemen, he is the current XCW New Age Champion. He just laid waste Mr. Money in the Bank and one half of the XCW Tag Team Champions, ACT, as well as the Enforcer Jayden Tucker. DJ Wolbert is a force to be reckoned with in the XCW right now. We got to keep our eyes on him. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into the action. We got another singles match. Jaxsin Law, James Cerebral up next.
This match is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
I go to sleep with my demons, creeping my head every night. They come to shred.
Weighing in at 320 pounds from Indianapolis, Jaxsin Law!
Boo me all you want, that's only because you know I'm the most legendary to ever grace your presence. Properly endorsed. You would know something about it if you were that good.
Him making his way to the ring.
Look, this is what I'm reduced to. This right here. That's what I'm reduced to.
And it sounds as if the untamable James Cerebral is not too impressed with his opponent tonight, Jaxsin Law.
Cerebral, a seasoned veteran, well-seasoned veteran here.
You can tell by the color.
Well-seasoned veteran here in XCW, going against, at this point, a relative newcomer. If I'm not mistaken, when this was filmed, I think this was Jaxsin Law's second or third match. Hell, he didn't even have beard yet. Coming in the Shack jersey, Cerebral, looking to see newcomer 11.
You know, James Cerebral, you talked about being a seasoned vet. He's been part of some of the biggest factions, the biggest teams in XCW's long history. The Untouchables, EBW, the Royalty. He's done it about all. He's won the XCW Championship, the International Championship, the Hardcore Championship, Tag Team Championship. There is nothing off limits for James Cerebral, and it's going to be a hell of a task. Seasoned vet, rookie, it doesn't matter. It's going to be tough for Jaxsin Law to come back, even from that, as he calls the How's My Dick.
Yeah, you know, Jaxsin Law so far hasn't gained any momentum or gotten even a strike in on Cerebral, as we see Cerebral throwing Jaxsin Law in the corner, grinding his head up against that top rope, and the referee just letting it happen.
Yeah, James Cerebral, he's known for being a little relentless. He's untamable, and he's proven it right now against Jaxsin Law as he hard right shot to the side of Jaxsin, and now he's even in the ropes, and he doesn't even care. Referee Festus is trying to break up the count, and James Cerebral just doesn't care as Jaxsin now lays on the outside of the ring. James Cerebral firmly in control of this match.
At this point, I don't foresee Jaxsin Law able to make a comeback. Like, James Cerebral has been on Jaxsin since the jump here, now wrenching the shirt up.
It looks like he was raking his back there, digging his claws right into the back of Law. And now look at this, hard right shots to the side of the face.
And obviously, I think when he was raking his back, he was giving him a bit of a wedgie to boot too.
Drops a leg drop down across the throat of Jaxsin Law. James Cerebral has just looked absolutely unrelentless in this match so far.
But if you notice, James Cerebral just did something smart there. Festus was getting up there in the counts, and he got in the ring and stepped back out to break that count.
Here we go. Jaxsin Law trying to come back, trying to get a little comeuppance in this match. Now in control, he's got James Cerebral a little wobbly in that corner. Irish whip. What is Jaxsin Law going to set up here? A big splash in the corner to Cerebral. And wait a second. What has Law got in mind? Another splash in the corner. And Cerebral is on Dream Street right now. Jaxsin Law might get the win here, and a kick out at the last second by the untamable James Cerebral.
But now, does Cerebral have what it takes to take control back of this match and take over from Jaxsin Law? Or is Jaxsin Law finally getting an opportunity in this contest to show his power and show what he can do against a veteran? But look at him. He pulled the referee in front of him and was able to take advantage of it. Went low with that drop kick right there to Jaxsin Law. Festus distracted.
This is a typical James Cerebral match. He will do anything and absolutely anything to win this match. And here we go. Once again, going for the back of Jaxsin Law. And oh my God, you hear the smack of that. Chops across the back of Jaxsin Law. And this is almost like a welcoming party, I think, to Jaxsin from James Cerebral. As he just continues. Look at that. Drying off the hands. Oh my God, just brutal.
Indeed, the crowd called for one more, and Cerebral gave it to him. Going in for the cover, Jaxsin Law able to kick out at 2 3/4 there. You got to wonder if Law has the ability to come back here. I mean, he has gotten just the slightest bit of momentum in this match. It's really been Cerebral almost the entire contest.
Absolutely. Oh, look at that. A cheap poke to the eyes from James Cerebral, and the referee just didn't even see it. Or he's letting a little bit too much slide in this match. Either way, James Cerebral still in control. Irish whip to Jaxsin Law off the ropes. What's he set him up for? There's a sling blade, and that's got to be the end. That's got to be the end of Jaxsin Law in this match. 1, 2, 3, and it is.
Cerebral coming out on top, untamable as usual.
That's Brooklyn's finest for you.
Man, came out on top of the relative newcomer Jaxsin Law. I believe, though, that was Jaxsin Law's actually first recorded loss when this match was recorded. Wow.
Well, that's something for James Cerebral to hang his hat or his thing on. Either way, James Cerebral stands tall at the end of this XCW Extra. We're going to go back to Fletch in the studio right now for more XCW Extra. What an amazing couple of matches we had there. ACT, DJ Wolbert, and Jayden Tucker in a triple threat match to kick us off, followed by a match between James Cerebral and Jaxsin Law, and Jaxsin Law was no match for the untamable James Cerebral. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have a match between Alex Cardona Thompson as he once again makes an appearance here on the XCW Extras compilations. So he goes one-on-one against Blackheart. Let's go to it. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Blackheart one-on-one with Alex Cardona Thompson, and these guys have had quite the history, and this is not the first time that we've seen these guys face off in an XCW Extra. And here we go, and this was in the early goings of ACT's career, so we're seeing Alex Cardona Thompson maybe a little more vulnerable in this match than typical, because ACT was really trying to get his feet wet in XCW at this point.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know, this was at the start of his career. Now, if you look at him today, he's a completely different person. Blackheart, in this scenario, the veteran over ACT, now taking him into the corner and breaking it cleanly. It looks like we're going to get it going here again. Maybe another collar and elbow tie-up. Maybe they're going at each other, little trash talk, collar elbow. You know, standard wrestling. Blackheart pushes him back into the corner again. What's he going for here?
Blackheart going for a big splash early in this match. And the size, the height advantage that Blackheart has over ACT. Oh my God, you see that drop kick? He almost took ACT's head off there.
Indeed, ACT might not be able to
One, two, and a smart move by ACT grabbing that bottom rope. And we've talked about it plenty of times in this very program about how Alex Cardona Thompson always tries to outsmart his opponents, and that's exactly what he's doing there. And look at this modified crossface from Blackheart, but it didn't work out for long as ACT pulling out an illegal bite to the hand of Blackheart.
ACT doing what he has to do to keep control of this match. Now got him in a bit of an arm bar.
He's got him in the disarmor here, and he's trying to stomp on that other finger.
These two obviously more modernly having quite the track history with each other. Blackheart able to get to the ropes to block this. ACT not breaking it until he has to. He used almost all of those 5 seconds that he has to break that hold.
Yeah, and that's smart from ACT to use every second that he has to continue to break down Blackheart. That's the only way he's going to come out of this match with a win. And he sets him up, and there it is, the big boot in the corner. Could this be the answer that ACT needed to put Blackheart away? 1, 2, and a kick out once again from Blackheart. And there it is, ACT getting frustrated, not getting that pin. ACT's got to be careful of that. You don't want to get too frustrated in a match like this. It'll take you off your game and possibly cost you the match.
Indeed it can. You can mess up, you can throw out errors, you can botch, you can do anything and everything when you're too frustrated. And your opponent can capitalize on that quick, fast, and in a hurry. ACT with a big splash in the corner. Blackheart goes down. Looks like he's going for another face wash. Beautiful maneuver. Took Blackheart's head clean off of his shoulders there.
Can ACT capitalize on this, though? Here we go. 1, 2, and once again, another kick out. And look at the frustration setting in on Cardona Thompson. 2 face washes is not enough to put Blackheart down. What's going to be?
I don't know. Blackheart is one of the toughest competitors, one of the most ruthless competitors XCW has right now. Modern day hardcore champion.
Oh my God, did you see that? Cardona Thompson was going for the honor roll, but he was caught with a boot, a super kick from Blackheart. ACT smartly rolling to the outside. Wonder if he got that part of his Harvard graduate ceremony. They were like, hey, make sure you roll out of the ring so you don't get pinned.
I don't know. I mean, we know he graduated from Harvard. We know he's got that college degree. But you gotta wonder if that frustration that we see ACT suffer from in multiple occasions, not just this match, but multiple others.
Oh!
Beautiful maneuvers, throwing that knee straight into the back of Blackheart's head. Is that enough to put Blackheart out?
And it is.
That 3 count, ACT getting the victory over Blackheart.
Oh, and I'm actually surprised this early in ACT's career to see him knock off Blackheart like that. He exposed that knee, pulled down the knee pads, and knee straight to the back of the head of Blackheart, and another win in the books for Cardona Thompson. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have more action for you. from our commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Blackheart ACT one-on-one, and you know, those two had quite the rivalry not so long ago, which also involved Trinity Parker, our former XCW United States champion. And wow, what a long storied history between ACT and Blackheart. But moving on, we still have our semi and our main event here on XCW Xtra's compilation to come. And we have some interesting matches coming up for you in our finale of the show. We're going to start with a man that you've probably seen in the XCW versus FWL versus XAWA tri-branded shows. We're talking about the Ogre of Chaos. Ogre going one-on-one with Brady Branson. And then for our main event, you will see Corey Lee versus Brogan O'Shea all the way back from 2019 with a little bit of XAWA stipulations involved. Let's go to it.
This match is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring. And making his way to the ring.
You say you know just who I am. You can't imagine what waits for you across the line. You thought you had me.
Weighing in at 280 pounds from South Bend, the All-American Brady Branson.
We have an interesting match set up here. The Ogre of Chaos one-on-one with the All-American Brady Branson. And these guys haven't really had much of a history together, so this is anybody's ballgame. Neither one really know the other. And we're getting a unique match that you can only see here on XCW Xtra. Ogre one-on-one with Brady Branson.
Indeed, you know, this match was taped after COVID held, and we saw Brady Branson open that show in a brutal last man standing match. So you gotta wonder if he's gonna bring that same level of intensity against Ogre. Ogre with a test of strength right now, getting the upper hand on Brady Branson. You know, we don't know much about Ogre.
I've seen Ogre put down quite a few men in his time. Guys like Blackheart, Hayes, Will Smith, Deacon Storm. I know that he's a powerful man, and he just proved it right there with a big body slam on Brady Branson as he's firmly in control and got him locked up.
The ropes are fight out of it, and he's just doing that now. Fighting out of it, getting back to his feet. Sweeping the leg of Ogre. Ogre goes down.
And I don't even know if Ogre knows exactly what just happened. He swept the leg and he went right after the knee. And Brady Branson found a way to get back into control over Ogre, who has superhuman strength.
Indeed, so fast you could have missed that transition. And now Brady slowing it back down, taking it back to the pace where he wants it at. It looks like Ogre's trying to fireman's carry takeover. And Ogre's back in control just as quick as that.
And Brady has never really faced a man quite like this. Oh my God! He went for that sidewalk slam and dropped him across his knee. A little bit of a detour there before hitting the mat. Ogre, look at this. He is just schooling Brady Branson right now. He's gonna rip his arm off.
Got him in a brutal looking submission here as someone who's breaking their arms. I don't think I'd want to be locked in that because I feel like that would just be the worst pain imaginable. Brady Branson reverses it into an armbar of his own. Now locking in some kind of modified crossface style submission here.
I think at this point Brady's just trying to do anything he possibly can to choke out or to just put down Ogre, but Ogre has just insane strength. And he's proven that once again right now as he breaks out of that, riches the arm. And what does Ogre have in mind for Brady Branson to put him away here? Oh my God! Neckbreaker dropped him down across the knee there. And oh, I thought that was it.
Brady able to get the shoulder up there. Brady not wanting to let this one go that easy. Ogre proving to be quite a dominant force here with Brady.
And Brady's trying everything he can to come back. Kick low. Irish whip to the corner. What has Brady got going here? Big splash. Is he going to be able to take Ogre off his feet? A second splash, and I think Ogre's rocked. Can he get him on this trifecta here? And he doesn't. He missed him. Rolling out of the way, it was Ogre. And a huge DDT driving Brady Branson down.
Brady is down. Could be out. Beautiful, beautiful reversal from Ogre. You know, you hate to see Brady getting completely dominated as he's been this entire match. Brady's gotten himself a little bit of momentum, and now again the power on display. Big slam there from Ogre.
And as a fallaway slam, once again dropped him over his knee, almost like a rib breaker from Ogre. Brady Branson smartly gets into the ropes, breaks up the count. And what is Ogre gonna do next? Looks like he's trying to set him up. Oh my God, look at this! Look at this! Brady's trying to scratch and claw to the rope. And Ogre putting all of his weight down on top of him, and that's just too much for Brady Branson. And a huge win for Ogre in a very rare appearance here in the XCW.
Put out the former champion, former XCW champion with what I looked like a modified STF, like a reverse STF. Either way, it was effective no matter what you would call it. Putting away Brady Branson, Ogre making the most of this shocking appearance.
And he helps Brady back to his feet, a pat on the shoulder. A little bit of respect there from Ogre as he walks out of this match with the win. Ladies and gentlemen, a match that you're not going to see anywhere else. Ogre one-on-one with Brady Branson, and we have more from that XAWA era coming up next. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, a match that we've seen plenty of times since this point. Corey Lee going one-on-one with Brogan O'Shea, and this was all the way back in the 2019 season. And this is probably one of the very first times that Corey Lee and Brogan O'Shea met in an XCW ring. And strangely enough, this match is actually for the XAWA Hardcore Championship. And strangely enough, Brogan O'Shea at this time is the XCW Extreme Champion himself. And early, a crutch comes into play, and a hard shot from Corey Lee down across the back. And ladies and gentlemen, if you weren't keeping up, this was right before XCW, FWL, and XAWA enemy lines, where Blackheart and Corey Lee would go one-on-one to face each other for the XAWA Hardcore Championship. And an opportunity here for Brogan O'Shea to derail that as the XW Extreme Champion. A lot of things happened in this time period to get us to enemy lines. And Corey Lee now pulling out heavy duty. He's got a chair with barbed wire on it right across the back of Brogan O'Shea. Corey Lee is just dismantling Brogan O'Shea at this point, and he was definitely trying to send a message to that XAWA roster as he continues to beat him down.
Indeed, Brogan O'Shea getting demolished so far here tonight by Corey Lee. Now, Corey Lee, obviously at this point in his career, was part of Starstruck Entertainment.
Yes, he was.
Along with his tag team partner, Brendan Stickle. We saw him walk out with the tag title as well. And, you know, that's a different side of Corey Lee. We see the salvation inside the star on his back. He knows how to ruthlessly demolish an opponent. And right now he's doing...
Yeah, look at this. He's got it. He almost got it scorpioned with this ankle just almost in the center of Brogan's back.
And then Brogan back up now looking to get a toy of his own. You know, these toys coming into play. Got that crutch again. And now he's backing Corey off with it. Corey now smartly getting out of the ring before Brogan could use that crutch on him. Brogan trying to set the crutch in the corner. And Corey's back in the ring and takes advantage of Brogan turning his back on him.
And look at that, Brogan trying to come up with some hard right shots of his own, trying to gain some momentum against Corey Lee, and it works as he drops an elbow on the back of the neck of Corey and then quickly picks him up. And an Irish whip, into that crutch! And a huge Belfast Bulldog from Brogan O'Shea. Could this be it? 1, 2, and a kick out from Corey Lee.
You know, Corey Lee's got to be wondering at this moment what he's got to do to take back control of this match, because this is the first moment we've seen Brogan actually get an edge of momentum in this match. Other than that, it's been Corey Lee dominant the entire time. Corey back to his feet now.
And right there he's talking to referee Matt Malone, trying to get him out of his way, as this match could literally go anywhere at this point. And Brogan O'Shea now introducing a chair that doesn't have barbed wire to the match.
It seems like also threw a pizza pan in
there as well. It does look like that. And wait a second. Oh, the Starstruck knee! The Starstruck knee from Corey Lee. Could this be enough for Corey Lee to gain back advantage in this match and possibly even knock Brogan O'Shea off?
I think it was a mistake for Corey to not go for the pinfall off of that. This is showing that cockiness of Corey Lee, not taking advantage of the opportunity they just had, now beating Brogan in the head with that pizza pan and climbing the chair.
Oh, there's a double foot stomp down across the chest area of Brogan O'Shea. And Brogan might have just found himself in an even worse spot. Look at him driving the knee between his knee and the chair. Just driving his face into the steel chair.
Brogan quite literally caught between a rock and a hard place right there.
Absolutely he was.
You know, and Corey Lee now picking Brogan up, looking to just inflict more damage and more punishment. But Brogan able to catch him out of nowhere, off guard with a DDT right onto that steel chair, going for the pinfall, 2 3/4 the referee's hand, only a millimeter away from slapping the canvas that third time.
And Brogan O'Shea, look at this, and nice move there, the Regal Cutter from Brogan O'Shea. Could this be enough? 2, and another kick out from Corey Lee. And look at it, he's grinding at his face, and anything's legal in this match. Hardcore rules apply in the XAWA Hardcore Championship.
Anything goes, and these two are taking advantage of it. Corey throwing that chair at Brogan and taking him down with it. Now going straight back after Brogan. Corey Lee with the crutch.
Oh, that could break ribs right there.
Indeed it can. Smacking that crutch right across the sternum and now focusing on the legs. Obviously, Brogan O'Shea won't be able to hit that final call if he can't stand up.
Oh my God, look at him. He's working away at the ankle of Brogan O'Shea. And another hard shot with that crutch across the back of Brogan O'Shea. And then now Corey Lee goes to put that crutch up in the corner, and you know that he's got cruel intentions, no pun intended, in his mind against Brogan O'Shea with that crutch in the corner.
Indeed he does. He's trying to make sure that Brogan knows he's not bulletproof in this match, that anything can happen, and those chops in the corner. Corey swooping the hair back, taunting a little bit, doing a little bit of showmanship.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Oh, my God, a hard chop. And now, is he gonna be able to get Brogan into that crutch? And he doesn't. Oh, my God.
Crutch bending under the weight of Brogan. And Corey now getting cannonballed in the corner.
Look at that crutch. It's almost completely demolished at this point. Oh, my God. And a hard shot from Brogan O'Shea to the back of Corey Lee, and then it's kind of a receipt for all those shots that Corey Lee has given Brogan through this match. Could this be enough to put him away? And it's not. Once again, Corey Lee kicking out at 2.
All I know is, as many shots as these two have taken to the back, if their backs didn't hurt going into this match, they sure as shit are going to hurt coming out of it.
Yeah, they should, definitely.
These two have been ruthless with one another. Steel chairs, crutches, barbed wire, pizza pans. The only thing they're missing is the damn kitchen sink at this point.
And though there are no rules in this match, referee Matt Malone administering the 10 count to see if either man can get to their feet. We could have had a no contest in that scenario, and a double clothesline. Both men are down, and it almost folded Corey Lee in half.
Indeed, Brogan, at this point, a stockier Brogan O'Shea than we're used to seeing nowadays. Brogan toned up, buffed up back then, a little bit of a bigger man. Putting that power on display against the littler Corey Lee in this match. Brogan has the weight advantage over little Corey Lee.
Brogan O'Shea gets to his feet first, and he hits him for the last call, and that's got to be the end of the match here. 1, 2. Somehow Corey Lee kicked out, but we're now joined, oh my God, from Blackheart in a chair shot to Brogan O'Shea, and it's pretty obvious why. He wants to guarantee that he faces Corey Lee at Enemy Lines. And ladies and gentlemen, if you have not seen Ground Zero Enemy Lines, go to XC Wrestling 1. Check it out. Amazing show from top to bottom.
Indeed it was. And now we see Corey Lee taking advantage of the interruption by Blackheart. Picking Brogan up to his feet. Brogan's out on his feet right now. He's out like lights and an FML, and down goes Brogan O'Shea.
And Corey has no other choice right now but to put an end to this match as he retains the XAWA Championship. And like I said, if you have not watched Ground Zero Enemy Lines, go back, watch it from 2019. Die Hard Corey Lee, one-on-one with Blackheart for that XAWA Hardcore Championship. It is an absolute instant classic. Go check it out, ladies and gentlemen. It's a barn burner. The whole show is. Even the main event, Genocide going one-on-one with Nightmare, we now know as Hayden Vex, for that United Backyard Wrestling Championship. The show was absolutely phenomenal. Speaking of phenomenal, we got an absolutely phenomenal match between Die Hard Corey Lee and Brogan as they beat the living hell out of each other in this match here on XCW Xtra Compilations. And there's Corey Lee going to grab his second championship from the time. He was also the XCW Tag Team Champion. But ladies and gentlemen, one more time, we're going to go to Back to Flex in the studios here on XCW Xtra Compilations. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have come to the end of our second episode of XCW Extra. Whew. A main event anywhere in the world. Die-Hard Corey Lee going against the Rambler Brogan O'Shea. And as you've seen there, Blackheart getting involved in the match. And Blackheart's definitely continuing to make a name for himself here in XCW as time goes along. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that this is not the last time that I join you here for XCW Extra Compilations. I want to thank you once again for joining us, and we will see you next time here on XCW Extra Compilations.